Um, kinda made a mistake on the last stream. Didn't expect to wait as long as I thought we would. Think I kinda jumped the gun there on the last one. Anyways, let me get up to you guys real quick. Whoa. Ha! Alrighty, let me check my audio real quick to see if everything's good. Sounds good to me. Anyways, greetings, creatures and humans alike. I am MagiQDog, and tonight we shall be reacting to One Piece Chapter 1100. Yeah, 1107. Yeah, that. Anyways, I was actually going to do another stream tonight, one kind of relating to Valentine's, but I decided on doing the One Piece one. It just seems way so much better than Valentine's. Like, sure, Valentine's is a holiday and stuff, but if I were to be honest with you guys, I really don't like it. I don't like Valentine's. I'm pretty much like the Grinch when it comes to Valentine's. I just don't like it. I like the Scrooge saying, "Bah, humbug on Valentine's." Blech. Ugh. Valentine's. The only thing that's good about it is getting some of the candies and stuff that are on sale. That's the only thing that's ever good about it. Still planning on doing the art stream that I'm going to do for it. I'm just going to title it as a different thing. Which I'll probably do it next week. As long as my Photoshop is able to work. For some reason, my Photoshop has just been an absolute... What's the kind way of saying it? It's being an idiot. That's what it is. It's being an idiot. It kept crashing and stuff. It just keeps doing all kinds of things. I think it's because of the previous update that I did for it. I think the update is full of bugs. And it's just messing with everything that I got. So, so in the meanwhile, I'm probably going to be doing some different streams. I'm hoping that I'm going to try to do the art stream next week. Hopefully that will give it time to kind of settle down. If not, then oh well. I'll just have to wait on art streams until I get an update or something. But anyways, that's enough chatting about. Let us get on with the One Piece. And we are starting with the cover page. Oh, poor Beppo. Looks like Beppo is sad and... yeah, he's just so sad. Cause Law is pretty much taking a nap on a big snow leopard. And apparently, Beppo doesn't feel bad enough though to give him tea. With a furnace attached to the leopard's mouth, and oh my god, he's got a bat. He is going to whack the snow leopard. Oh my goodness. Oh, and they're in like a snowy environment. It's really nice. Anyways, page 1. Okay. Oh, we are starting off really good. So, the giant pirates have just jumped on... they have just pretty much jumping off the ships and are going hammer on the marine ships. We see some giants that we haven't met yet. They're just jumping off. All the while, the marine narrator is just like, "The giant pirates are making landfall! You need to blast them! I repeat, blast them!" All the while this is going on, up above to where Punk Records is at, we see Usopp along with Nami and Chopper looking down to see what's going on. And Usopp is looking through some binoculars and he sees Dory and Broggy. And he is just emotional going, my masters! Oh, they're here for us! Oh, thank Page 2. Oh man, Oimon and Sheen is here as well. Oh, this is such a blast from the past. Oh my goodness, I am loving this. Okay, so in this full page right here, we see Dory and Froggy, co-captains of the giant warrior pirates, as they're pretty much telling Oimon, Kachi, take the others and swing around the sides, and sink any ships that you see. Also, beware of their cannons. They may be small, but they hurt. Then we see Oimon and Kachi saying, "Alright, Captain." And they're pretty much telling the other giants who we don't know, but there are a bunch of them, as they're like, "Alright, you bastards, let's go! Yeah!" And we just see them charging inland and just having a blast. Like, they are all smiles and just getting ready for battle. We see this one that's just like a full-on mustache and stuff with large bull-like Viking horns, and he's just getting ready to tear up a marine ship. All the while this is going on, we hear the marine guy pretty much saying, we got countless members of the old crew that's been spotted. What are they doing here? The fabled giant warrior pirates. We haven't seen them in years. And look over there. We got sightings of both Froggy the red ogre and Dory the blue ogre. I need a vacation after this. I feel so bad for that one marine dude that has to announce this. I'm pretty sure he's just shitting his pants. Anyways, page 3. Refresher on the giant warrior pirates. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we see Usopp, Nami, Chopper, and Edison just looking down at the Usopp is so happy. He's like, Master Froggy, Master Dory! Wait, what are they doing here? And of course Nami's just ignoring them, and she says like, well, I see Oimon and Kashi. I bet you they went back to Little Garden to pick him up. And we should see Chopper being like, Oimon! Oh my, what is that voice that I just did? What the frick? Let's see. Chopper, 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 Chopper. Okay. Oimon! Kachi! Oh, that's still the... You know what? Regular voice. Oimon, Gachi. I can't do that either. I can't imagine Chopper having that voice. Anyways, continuing on. We see Usopp just tearing up saying like, oh, you're right. That has to be it. But man, I'm so worried. I didn't think we were going to see him again, especially in Elbaf. Then we got a little bit of refresher on the Warrior Giant Pirates. We pretty much see Luffy, Usopp, Nami, and Vivi looking up to see Bergie and Dory pretty much having their dispute with Oimon and catching, kind of like, come on guys, settle down. All the while the narrator's like, long ago, the world was terrorized by the co-captains of Dory and Broggy, but the crew ended up disbanding after a certain quarrel. But luckily, Luffy in the games happens to help out with their century-long duel that eventually does come to an end because of the whole Mr. 3 scenario. And of course, later on, while they were storming onto a different island, they encountered Oimon and Catching that decided to check on their captains after learning about what's going on. Anyways, we see Edison looking down being like, oh man, they're really giving those Marines a run for their money. By the way, I can't believe that you guys know them as well. Let's see. Now we see a full view of them looking down at the entrance of Punk Wreckers, as they're pretty much talking to one another, and this is pretty much how it goes. They must have come running in here after the news. Wait, what? But how's that possible? Well, the Navy pretty much put a lot of manpower into this operation, and it pretty much made the peppers. It made it to the peppers, everyone. No, papers. Well, it made it to the papers. But, a bunch of their headlines is pretty much painting them in a good light, though. Huh. So this is already pretty much big news, huh? Well, I guess that made a lot of sense. Alright. On to page 4. Ooh, we got a duel. Oh, this one's a good one. Okay. So, we cut over to another part of Punk Records and stuff where we see part of the laboratory where everyone was at, but we start hearing clashes. We didn't see Sorrow and Lucci. Sorry, brain fart there. Lucci pretty much still clashing with each other, as they're pretty much going sword to claw. Sorrow starts to panic a little bit, getting a little bit tired as he's like, you're actually pretty tough. But time's a wasting, so I better wrap this up real quick. But Lucci is also panting too, as he's like, only winners get to talk like that. And by the way, isn't your crew waiting for you? You're pretty much just a burner at this point. He then gives a sadistic smile, pretty much thinking that he's going to manipulate Sorrow, as he tells them, those fools, they're never going to make it if they can't cut off an arm in order to save themselves. You're pretty much doing them a favor if you give up right now. After all, waiting for a corpse is pointless. But Sorrow giving a serious look, like he's about to tear Lucci a whole new one, as he says, it almost sounds like you think that you're the one in control in this fight, Lucci. Now then, on to page 5. Red King? His name is Red King? Huh. Anyways, we pretty much see one of the pacifistas firing a laser and destroying one of the marine ships. As one of the navies is like, damage report. Yeah, pretty much 30 of our medium to small ships have already sunk, and it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. We then see the Vice Admiral, who's got like the worm head with the multiple chins. He's pretty much telling the Marines like, smaller vessels, pull back for now. We're going to lead with the battleship. We can't afford to leave any openings. And the Marines say, yes, sir, Vice Admiral Red King. So that's what threw me off. The dude's name is Red King? I think it might make sense if his skin color is a little bit red or something. But other than that, I don't know. He doesn't really look like someone that's a king or anything. Which then again, it could be just a code name. Kind of like how Borsaleo is known as Kizaru, which is translated to Yellow Monkey. Or how Kuzan is kind of like the Blue Pheasant. And the Kainu is pretty much the Red Dog. Could just be a code name like that. In that case, that'll be two Marines that's got the name Red in them. Red Dog and Red King. Pretty interesting. Anyways, we see Red King pretty much giving like a disgust look as he says, what a pitiful sight. Whew. Anyways, page 6. Oh. And page 6 is over because it was a short read. Anyways, we pretty much hear Red King saying to Dick that we Marines have to fire on our own weapons. Fire! As the Marine battleship fires and destroys one of the pacifistas. As he's just falling backwards with smoke coming off of his mouth and eyes and stuff. Now then, on to page 7. Which happens to be another short read. Man, he's doing a lot of one pages, huh? Okay, so we pretty much see Atlas, Kuma. I'm guessing it's Frankie that's upside down. We see Vegapunk lying down. We see Bonnie in front. We see Sanji. And we see Saturn. All looking up at Luffy, who is up in the air doing his Nika pose. As he says, "Hey, Bonnie! Let's go to page 8! In case you don't know, I'm going to page 8. Oh, man. Okay. So, we see Luffy looking down while he landed on one of the buildings as he's like, "Hey, Bonnie, what's with the waterworks? Why are you crying?" And we see Bonnie being like, why wouldn't I be crying? I've been looking for you for so long, you idiot. And of course, Luffy's just bouncing on the building like, But, you know I've been here the whole time, right? And she's like, well, yeah, but I didn't know that you were Nika. He's like, what's a Nika? Is it something you can eat? And he also asked her, oh, by the way, what was that flimsy punch that you tried to throw earlier? And she's just crying. It's like, well, I was going for a big rubbery attack like you. But if it's so flimsy, then why don't you show me how it's done? She then points over to Saturn as she tells them, give that old guy a good one for Vegapunk. Then we all can get out of here. And at this point, Luffy realizes Vegapunk is injured. He's like, ah! What happened to you? Of course, Saturn being Saturn is like, none of you cockroaches are gonna live for much longer. You no longer have any rights for that. And Luffy is just like, with a big grin, it's like, you're wrong there, old man. Alright, Bonnie. Looks like I'm gonna show you how to throw a real punch. As he starts winding up his arm, pretty much full-on Tom and Jerry style, about to go and punch Saturn. But Saturn uses his mysterious powers to somehow hit Luffy in the face, causing blood to gush up from his mouth. But that isn't gonna stop him. He just comes looking back down with a menacing grin as he says, you are so gonna pay for hurting my friends. Now take this, Gum Gum Booming Gun Gatling! As he unleashes a barrage of Gatling guns with infused hockey and pretty much just ramming it into Saturn. Now then, on to page 9. Woo! That's what you get. That is what you get, Saturn. You old fool. Okay. Luffy done some pretty good damage on him, causing him to cough up blood and stuff. Bonnie is just looking with great approval, being like, We see Nakama just being like, we also see Vegapunk trying to smile, but he's in too much pain, like, it hurts to smile, Quasar. And then we see Luffy just doing a full-on round punch as he sends Saturn flying and crashing into the buildings. It is so beautiful. Absolutely so beautiful. Anyways, on to page 10. Okay. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. Looks like I'm still on page 9, because apparently I missed a segment down here. And I just read it, so I'm going to tell you what happened. Anyways, while Luffy is fighting against Saturn and stuff, we see Frankie and Atlas just getting to Bonnie as Frankie's like, you're going to have to use those legs if you want to get out of here, Bonnie. Come on, let's get out of here. And Atlas like, well, our hover function is still working while we're here on this island. And Bonnie tells Vegapunk like, come on, let's get out of here. But Vegapunk gets just close his eyes, accepting death as he says, you better go on without me, Bonnie. I know because of my years of being a doctor that if I were to move right now, I'll die. Bleh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I got a sick twist of humor. I wonder where I get that from. Probably from my dad, most likely. Anyways, of course, everyone is shocked by this. Is like, wait, what? No, Vegapunk. Okay, now we're on the page 10. Okay, so we see Kizaru hovering above, about to fire his laser as he's like, that's true, Vegapunk, cause you're about to die either way. This is it for you guys. And he starts focusing to fire his laser, and Bonnie is sweating like, oh no. However, Sanji comes up and kicks the laser midway between Bonnie. Just kick it out of the way. This completely surprises Kizaru, and he's just got a dumbfound expression. And Frankie's is even more when his eyes are popping out like, what the? How is you able to do that? That's a freaking laser! And Sanji is like, light won't hold a candle to love. Yeah, if I knew that she's a kid. It's his fatherly love. Okay. It's because he's defending Bonnie because of her love for Kuma and Kuma's love for Bonnie for father and daughter. That's my headcanon, and I'm going with it. Anyways, Kizaru pretty much says, well, if that's true, then we're just gonna have to scrap all the physics books and just start from scratch at this point. Okay. What is that buzzing noise? Completely bug or something. Anyways, where am I at? Oh yeah, page 11. Ooh, what's going on here? Okay. So, Frankie and Atlas takes this chance to get a hold of Bonnie and Kuma as they're like, let's go to the northeast port! Hurry up! As they're using the hover function in order to fly away. Kizaru's just shaking his head and holding it at the same time as he says like, ah, man. You guys got me in a real pickle now, huh? We see this cool scene of him just standing in front of Luffy and Sanji as Luffy's just bouncing off the ground like normal, with Sanji pretty much standing guard for Vegapunk. As Kizaru tells them, you know, they're gonna expect me to bring back y'all heads after all this, right? And Luffy's just laughing his butt off, while Sanji lights up a smoke saying like, then you better start drafting an apology letter to them now. Just being all badass. Now then. Over to Saturn, he's pretty much trying to dig himself out of the debris and stuff when someone apparently takes a footstep. And we see Saturn just looking up, being kind of surprised by who he sees, as we hear, well, it's not every day you see one of the one of the Gorosei's down in the dirt. Now then, on to page 12. Oh, they're making their move now. Oh, that is very, very ominous. Okay, so we see Cafarita Devon's face looking up as she looks at Saturn, who is pretty much knocked the building over with one hand while getting up as if it's nothing. And she's like, my, look at you. Just what kind of delicious power do you have? To think that one of the Goroseis will come down here to the surface and bless us with his divine presence is really unheard of. She then reaches over and touches Saturn's spider leg as she continues saying, but it sure makes my job a hell of a lot easier now. Mission complete, love. I'm so stupid. I really am. Anyways, we see Saturn looking over and as he says, what business do you have here? As we see a full view of Cafarita Devon and Fan Augur as it talks about their devil fruits. As we already know, is the dog fruit, mythical model, nine-tailed fox, and the wart fruit. Saturn pretty much talks to Devon and she says, I'm surprised that a level 6 escapee like you would choose to live a life of subordination to that man. And she laughing. Well, Teach is special. Oh man, we are getting some drops right here. Teach is special. I know that just sounds like she's saying like, yes, he's special because he's going to be the next king of the pirates and all that stuff. But after everything we've seen of Blackbeard, from having an odd body that allows him to have 2 devil fruits, and the fact that he doesn't sleep at night, and just him just being, he's such a unique character. Makes me wonder what she means when she says that he's special. I really want to know. Anyways, page. Wait, what page am I on? I'm either on page 12 or 13. I can't remember. Anyways, next page. We'll just say that next page. Okay. This is a big one. Saturn looks down with a grim look as he says, so is his lineage. What does he mean by that? Okay. We, continuing on and stuff, I'll give you my thoughts in a minute. But, we have Devon saying, so you know about that, And, Saturn's just chilling and stuff, holding on to his cane as he's asked him, your crew is always up to something. What is it that you hope to get out of everything that you guys have done, huh? And we should see Fan Augur just sitting down and just saying, the world. With Davon just looking all sassy. He then just gives a slight glance at Saturn, who is not pleased, and he tries to attack the two, but Augur uses his warp fruit to just get on out of there. Now then, on to the next page. Ooh, he's pissed. He's very pissed. Okay, this is very interesting. So, Saturn is just looking very pissed off by the fact of what just happened. Now then, pretty much elsewhere on the island where the trees are at, the two pretty much just popped into existence from the warp fruit, and Fan Augur is just like, well, let's get out of here. And this actually raises an interesting thing. She says, like, we're still on this island? Couldn't you just use your powers in order to teleport us out any further? And Fan Augur was just like, I haven't mastered it yet, but when I do, I can warp us out of here. Can you please just not do this right now? He just looks like a tired old man that's been married to a nagging Roman for 25 years. He just looks like, he just got that expression like, yes, dear. Oh my god, I'm sorry, that's just so funny to me. Anyways, but we see a familiar person in the background, being very surprised. He yells out to them, wait! As it caught the two's attention as they look over to see none other than Caribou, saying, well, wait, just hold on a second. You two, you're Supersonic Fan Augur, and you're Maiden Hunter Cavalrina Davon. I never thought that I would meet you two in a place like this. He starts crying his eyes out, and he's like, listen, my name is Caribou, and I'm a pirate just like you guys. And I've been looking for you guys for like forever. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. But anyways, I pretty much set out to sea because I wanted to be a great man like him. He is my hero. He is my idol. I've always wanted to be a lackey of Commodore Teach's crew. It's all I ever wanted in my life. So please, please take me with you. Anyways, that is the end of chapter 1107, and I am double checking to make sure that I don't see any breaks. Front covers. Okay. I do not see anything that says break next week, so I'm assuming that we will be here next week. Now then, let us review all that has happened, because there is quite a lot. We see Usopp, Nami, and Chopper seeing Dory, Broggy, Oimon, and catching, and the other giants pretty much raiding the island. And of course, Usopp and them are freaking out, being like, they're here! They're here! They're here! I can't believe they're here! Oh. Sorry guys, hang on a second. I didn't know my arms do that. I got noodle arms! I'm sorry. I just realized that my arms actually do this, and I don't know why. But it's just so funny. They're very noodly. Anyways, I'm getting off track. Anyways, while they're wondering about the giants and stuff, we pretty much see Luffy and Zoro still fighting against each other. And, no, I did not see Shinbei in here whatsoever. The brief spoilers lied to me? Anyways, we pretty much see that the long neck dude is now known as Red King, pretty much destroying a pacifista, so they're pretty much fighting back. We see Luffy and Bonnie just talking to each other, with her being so happy to see that Luffy is Sun God Nika. And she pretty much begs him to knock out Saturn, which he happily does. And while this is going on, Frankie and them tries to escape, but Vegapunk can't because he's severely injured and he's going to die if he gets moved. And Kizaru tries to attack, but Sanji pretty much blocks it with a kick. And this gave the others time to escape. So Kizaru is now going to fight both Luffy and Sanji in a tag team battle. And I cannot wait to see that for the next chapter. While this is going on, however, Saturn is getting back up when he is confronted by Cafarita Devon and Van Anker, which Devon pretty much touches Saturn, saying mission complete. And they pretty much gave some insight about Teach and about what they're wanting, which is they're wanting to take over the world. And Saturn's just very angry about this. And last but not least, we see that Caribou is wanting to try to join Blackbeard, because turns out he's a big fanboy of him. So, what does this indicate? What does this mean? And what does this got for the future? Let's see. Well, the Giants are pretty much going to help out Luffy and them escape. That's for sure. And they're going to give the Marines a run for their money. We're obviously going to see Luffy and Sanji. I'm hoping they're going to do a tag team battle where they're going to face off against Kizaru. I think that's going to be really epic. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't think Vegapunk is going to make it. Because the way this seems like, it seems like he knows that he's about to die. Which is sad, but we are at the end game of One Piece. So I can see him dying. I really don't want to because I really like his character, but that may be the case. And even if he dies, though, we still got Atlas, we still got Lilith, and we still got Edison. I mean, there's also York too, but most likely she's gonna die. So at least Vegapunk kind of lives on. Now, when it comes to the Blackbeard Pirates and their conversation with Saturn, that is a big one. They're talking about Teach being special and his lineage. There has been a theory going on that Blackbeard might be related to Roxy Sebek, whether it be like an uncle or a father. To me, this chapter seems like it's kind of hinting that. Or it could be hinting that Blackbeard got some kind of lineage to another tribe or something that is just as bad. But I'm sticking with the Roxy Sebek one because of what Fan Archer said. That they're wanting to get the world. And what other character in One Piece history wanted to take over the world? Roxy Sebek. Now, I'm not a theorist or anything, so I'm not going to say that, but just based on how this chapter goes, it's kind of leaning towards that. And honestly, I think that may make some sense. After all, we know there's some connection with Blackbeard because of him naming his ship the saber of Seebeck. I mean, what else is there? Now then, another thing. I think we've seen how Davon was able to use her powers. Because her mission was basically to be there and touch someone of great importance. And she hit the jackpot with Saturn. Could it be that her powers requires her to touch someone, kind of like with the clone food? But instead of touching someone's face, she could just touch any part of the body? Who knows? And last but not least, there's Caribou. I remember him wanting to try to give information about the ancient weapons to that person, and it seems like most likely this is Blackbeard. Though I kind of thought he might have been a spy. I didn't expect him to be a big fanboy. Oh man. This is just like a Bartolomeo all over again. Oh no, but it's for the wrong guy. That's not good. Well, guys, I think that's pretty much it. What do you guys think of the chapter? Was it a banger? Was it fantastic? Did you think it could have went in another direction? Let me know in the comments. But for now, thank you all for coming on this fantastic, wonderful One Piece chapter reaction stream. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did as we got to see of what happened with the continuation of the battle, and to see what events are going to happen in the near future. Please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you're able to see my videos and stuff. Also check me out on Twitter, aka X, as that's where I do my announcements and pulls. And check me out on Twitch, as that's also where I do my streaming. And with that, I bid this show adieu. So long. See ya. Bye bye. See you later, alligators. Okay, bye. Now then. I forgot what I was going to say for our outro, but see you guys.